and for inviting us all here. I'm Luisa Lazzaroni, I'm Deputy Mayor in the city of Bologna in Italy, and today I will speak to you about a very interesting survey and mapping of the local sports system that we carried out with a very active sport association, both at local and national level, which is WISP. The planning of the sport facilities sector is part of a wider urban planning strategy. The municipal structural plan that we call in Italian PSC here is a new tool for urban planning that promotes first of all the economic, social and cultural development of the population, then the improvement of the quality of life, and at last the conscious and suitable use of renewable resources. The survey of the sports system that I'm going to present you was conceived within this planning tool, and the administration has considered sports facilities an important factor to be analyzed both from the point of view of the facility supply and of the sports movement, with the aim of understanding and facing the needs of an ever-changing society. The new urban plan divides the Bologna territory into 34 areas that we call the situations, and you can see here in the map. For each of them, planning directives forming an action agenda were pointed out according to the following priority criteria. First, comprehensive and suitable accessibility. Second, ecological and environmental quality. Third, social quality. And the analysis of the sport facilities comes as part of this specific local analysis. Sorry, because this slide is not translated, but I will try to sum up for you. The research envisaged first the actual survey of the facilities, then specific inspections on all sports complexes on the municipal territory, both public and privately owned, but open to the public. The survey pointed out 4 common features. That is, the location within the 9 city districts of Bologna, the type of facility that you can see here in, here, and that is, for example, tennis courts, swimming pools, gym centers. They are all specified and have been counted in details. And then dimensional features, and fourth, last, supply of services. The total results of the survey were, as you can see up here, 371 complexes composed by 586 facilities and 1,188 sport spaces that are here, all the numbers. A classification of sport facilities was one of the results of our survey, and following the inspections, every facility was classified with a score that we called play or display. What does play and display means? I will explain you. Here you can see these are, for example, we define display, basic social and recreational facilities conveniently located with respect to the population's everyday life, meant for unstructured sport that is non-competitive, meaning, first of all, not bound to the requirement of competitive sport. Second, that they don't need to respect the regulations of the Olympic Committee and the public events regulation. The second type of score is the display score or classification, as we called it, and we defined as display such facilities specifically conceived for competition, thus allowing the presence of spectators, and therefore must respect the Olympic Committee rules and the regulation on public events. At the beginning, I told you about 1,188 sport areas after the mapping. And through the use of mathematical models, standard supply values were assigned to each sport facility. As you can see here, the details. And that is real urban indexes that can define the potential of each facility in terms of athletes, hours, and facility users per year. This innovative system allowed us for the first time in Italy to create reports that can be compared on different territories. The model built on our city can be the base on which to develop sports planning throughout the nation. Here you can see the 9 city districts of Bologna, and the application of this model to the city district allowed us to compare evenly the different sports supply in order to plan a balancing of the future sports services. Finally, all the data have been collected into summary maps on the different situations, reporting the location of the facility, its type, and the play or display score I mentioned you before, that was obtained by the different sport facility during the survey. For example, here you can see by clicking here, that's the Bolognina area, that's one of the city districts. Then you find here all the, you can't read correctly because it's very small, but you can see all the different facilities that are mapped and described. Then we realized this visual software, meaning that the whole photographic survey of the sport facilities in Bologna has been later transposed into a software to create a gallery or a display of all the pictures and technical data regarding each facility. The software can be used on a single computer and also uploaded on a website in order to display all the work online. Then this one again is not translated, I'm sorry, but to determine the needs and the trends of sport practice, it became necessary to work out the official statistics surveys by ISTAT, that's our National Institute of Statistics, in order to get a projection of the sport practice in our municipality in terms of activities, age and gender of participants. By doing this, we obtain the values representing the participants and therefore the current demand in terms of activities and facilities. And as you can see here, these are the main demands. The main one is gymnastic, aerobics, I can't read from here, and cultural physics. But they were all mentioned and also in projection for the future. At last, the survey on sports system also included the monitoring of sport associations in terms of quantity. So now we know exactly how many sports associations we have in Bologna, in our municipality. And this will be the basis for a collective project that will be carried out in the near future by the institution of a new coordinating committee for sports. This committee will be made up of municipal administrators, sport association and technicians who will point out the future guidelines for the development of the sports system in terms of requalification and new realization. Here in this map, all the green areas are possible future areas where to develop, here you see, where to develop sport facilities. Last, as in Bologna, we have a huge number of high-quality associations active in the social field, meaning sport, culture, environment, culture, and so on. Given that next year, 2010, is the year, the European Year for Combating Poverty and Social Exclusion, we decided, beginning from next year, to organize in June every year a social festival. The aim of social festival of associations. The festival aims at promoting new international networks and partnerships, exchanging knowledge and best practices in all fields, highlighting the cultural, social and touristic features of Bologna. The event will be organized in 1 month. We will organize during this month events around the city, organized together by associations active at the local level, together with the city administration. Then there will be 4 days of core events. First day, together with the Bologna University, we are thinking about organizing an opening session at a conference with the Lectio Magistralis, and then an open debate. The second day, we want to organize an international conference with roundtables, workshops, speed networking sessions, and technical visits in order to do networking and possibly present together also European Union projects. And the third and fourth day will be held in an open, one of the biggest gardens in Bologna, called Giardini Margherita, that will host the Festival of Association with stands, performances and cultural events organized by the association together with the local administration in order to show all the different activities that they organize throughout the year. To close, somebody this morning said the world needs dreamers, but the citizens need doers. I really think that we, as local authorities and administrators, together with NGOs and associations, can do a lot to create an active city. And we have seen today, in this session and also the other one already, a lot of examples, but we have to continue to organize active environments, putting in relation sport, health, urban planning, mobility and active citizenship, that is creating socialization and participation opportunities, connecting all these fields. This would bring benefits for social inclusion of youth and elderly people, as well as putting together all the actors active at local level, creating new synergies and activities. A lot of work has been done, but we should continue all together. That's why you are all invited to Bologna, to our festival, and I really hope to see you next year in Bologna. And thank you very much for your patience and for your attention. Thank you.